All right. Good morning, good
Yeah.
evening,
Yes.
and good probably a good night for many of you. Um, and welcome back to slating with Slaters. It's been a while that we have created a video with personal new life changes.
Yeah.
We couldn't do some videos, but I think we should be back and we should be able to do more and more going forward. Um, Well, today's objective is probably, you probably already read the tag. Um, we are focusing on a Get Inspired page, Get Inspired post by Gwendolyn, which is managing graduate programs with custom dataset.
Yeah.
So the idea is to go through the page uh, that Gwendolyn has written. Follow Gwendolyn's instructions, create everything in Slate, and see how we can bring it to the life. All right. Um,
I'm excited.
right, ready to go. Good. All right. This is this is the post from Get Inspired, uh, managing graduate programs with a custom dataset. All right. So we'll go through this all instructions as a first pass, and then based on the need, we'll come back and read and use those screenshots or whatever we require as we build. This is definitely a long build, but we hope this we can consolidate the whole build into one uh, video. If not, we'll probably split this video into multiple videos. Um,
This really helps because for now, like in a default setting, a house light is configured. If we need to like manage programs, we need to like dedicatedly put deadlines
mhm,
or any program requirements, which should be like different in different places, and
mhm,
you have to manage them whenever you create new entry terms. In my case, I had to we have three different applications, and we had to like when I create a new entry term, I need to go to three different forms and manage how it should be like in one form it should be visible and another form it shouldn't be visible, and for some programs it should be visible. Students should be able to apply this program only after certain date, right? And there is
yeah,
some programs there which have deadlines, right, before than uh, a general deadline, and we have all this configuration will be pulled to one entity here. This really helps anyone who's not using it, and trust me, it will change your life if you are really like if you are managing multiple applications within a
programs with
different
a different
round
way.
and
Yeah,
periods. Yeah.
yeah. So definitely, yeah. If a school has multiple applications with multiple programs and with multiple um, application open dates, application deadline dates,
Yeah.
and obviously if multiple terms, yes, it is tricky to manage, and this custom data set should help them
Yeah.
uh, to streamline those. All right, so managing graduate programs with custom data sets, a key challenge many graduate programs face is managing the various admissions requirements, deadlines, points, contacts for their university graduate programs. The guideline is to intend help graduate admissions office simplify the process of adding, changing, and using the data they have about graduate programs in their institution offers. Cool. Uh, Through the course of this, guys, we will assume a couple of important, not so minor things. You will have a custom data set representing graduate programs with one data set corresponding to a single program, study, or conferred degree. Example, Master of Arts in Education is separate record from Master of Science in Education. Perfect. So I think I'm assuming this is like a major prompt key set,
Yeah,
and you have a custom entity represent gadget program dates with one entity row correspond to a single set of deadlines, entry term. Okay.
yep,
There's some basic guidance below on setting up this entity and pair if you don't already have them set up. As always, setting up a custom data set is a lot of work. Be mindful of the time, resource, commitment details. Yes, all this custom data sets do consume a lot of,
yeah,
especially with fields and prompts building and custom tabs and the search functionality. When yeah,
yeah, and connect everything.
we recommend starting small and expanding over time. To that end, we have broken this out into sections so that you have clear starting and stopping points along the way. Perfect. Foundation in this post, the groundwork the rest is built on. This involves creating the dataset, entity fields, prompts, and anything else you might need to view, modify associated data. Prompt list generation in this post. Okay. Searching for the program you want to study in auto search list isn't the most intuitive way to find what you're looking for. This section describes setting up an automated export import process and rules to have prompt lists correspond to your dataset records. It also covers how to ensure application records are linked to the selected graduate program dataset record. Application logic, CMR and as comments below. Instructions for setting up state-hosted applications to use this data for your graduate program dataset entity. Okay. Prospect and applicant querying. Get a sense of prospects for given graduate program at glance. Checklist automation. Add checklist groups to records and manage material fulfillments using data. Oh, this is a big build, definitely.
Yeah,
All right, let's create a graduate program dataset. To get started, we will need to add the graduate in our list and dataset. If you don't already have one, this will, okay, what does your dataset represent? How can you name it clearly? For now, I'm going to go with the same name with graduate programs for the dataset name. All right. Uh, this, all right. So I'm in a test environment. Let's go to datasets and custom dataset is graduate programs. Um, uh, okay, in this card, we'll assume that each recurring graduate program represents a single graduate program and degree type. For example, from Doctor of Philosophy. This is done to simplify minor difference between requirements between those degree types. This is the dataset is called graduate programs. However, you can give dataset any name to create dataset, follow instructions, and creating a custom dataset.
think that they're just telling that a different
Yeah,
program in the sense, even a concentration, like computer science, you may have masters and PhD, right? We need to create two different records for them.
two different
So,
prompts.
yeah,
Yeah, actually, they're two different prompts.
yep,
No, some schools do have them. Yeah, they go by degree, but the same name. Yeah, yeah. So, but my adva to me, what worked best is having two different prompt values for each program has always been worked. But I've seen some schools where you know computer science is generic,
mm-hmm,
but they would have a degree different. So if they select degree, PhD, doctoral degree, and then they would see computer science, the same prompt which is used for both, or they could do in reverse.
yeah,
Someone would have major on the top, like let's say if they have computer science as a major, and the second option in the form would be what degree would you like, master's or doctoral, right?
yeah,
Uh, yeah, but in my case, what worked for me best is in terms of maintaining and more clear is always having two different values in prompts
yep,
instead of having one for both.
got it.
Yeah, some schools had those, but if you already have two different prompts, it already makes sense. It's no brainer. All right, so we'll create graduate programs, and then we also will create a graduate program dates. So create a program deadline entity. I'm I'm thinking we can also use this entity for application live dates too. Um, for each specific program, if um, not just application deadline. So we'll just name it as program dates. Okay, dataset, create dataset. Do you have any preference in the icon?
No.
We'll do potted plant. Yes. No parent. Hit save. All right, creating dataset, and then we'll go to entity, entities, insert a new entities, and this belongs to a dataset. See, we created a dataset, but it's not reflecting up here. We probably might have to
Uh, uh, refresh
refresh.
the configurable basis.
Yeah, reset, refresh. Uh, See, I'm used to an admissions instance, and this is both admissions and student success. All right, let's say graduate programs. There you go. Perfect. All right. This entity is linked to the graduate programs with the scope. Perfect. All right. All right. What are the next steps? Now that we created an data set and an entity, uh, now we need to create fields. All right. Create fields and prompts for both of them. With the dataset entity created, the next step is to create a fields to store data about graduate program datasets and their deadlines. If needed, new prompts will be created in this step too. Because every institution is different, exact fields and prompts you will create may vary. We recommend using in directions in this article to import your fields and this article to import your prompts. You can find more general. So, all right, let's read what data do you want to record on your graduate program datasets? Program name, program supervisor, degree conferred. Um, okay. Um, what data do you want to record in your grad program? Entry term, application deadline, deposit deadline.
Yeah,
Okay. What prompts do you have in your data solver that you can use? Degree, term, test type.
yeah. And
Yeah.
also, like, for the deadlines, can we add the
Mhm.
opening date to the
Yeah.
deadlines?
So
Yeah,
we can certainly add those along with these fields in the entity, not in
yeah,
the dataset,
yeah.
but in the entity. Okay.
So it will be different for each program, or it's
Yeah,
just the.
it could be different. Some computer science might want to open. Excuse me. Computer science may want to open their application on August 1st, and then you have a health related program. Some want to open in December or October, right? So there
So will these be like two different things, or it will be a part of the data set that we create?
it will be a part of an entity. So under the same entity, so for each entry term, we can say this is the day that application should open, and this is the day that application should be closed.
Mm-hmm.
This is the day that deadline has to render.
So, what would be the key? Would it be entry term or would it be program? That
Program and entry term.
okay, yeah, that makes sense now. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that is the part we build on the application
Mm-hmm.
page. But for now, capturing those data points would be
Yeah.
in this data
First
set and entity.
setting them up. Yes.
Right, yeah. Do I need a dataset key? No, you don't need you don't need to create a custom field to house the dataset records key. For later steps to work properly, we will setting each records key to match corresponding prompt. Okay. We will use standard Slate provided key. So what I am assuming is, let's say you have a prompt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you have a prompt, right? And then you have a prompt term, and this has a key, right? So does this key needs to be imported into uh,
The data set.
in the dataset or an
Yeah.
entity? I think that's what I'm assuming. Um, it says no because we are already using the matching criterias. We have included a pair of sample files with exam fields and prompts for your reference. This may be helpful in deciding what data points you wish to collect in your programs. Note that any cells highlighted in yellow will require you to override the values with a valid prompt key, dataset grid, or an entity grid from your database. Yeah. Um, if you haven't ever imported fields
Patches.
using Excel files, I mean this is one. This is your great one good test for you to see how a batch import of fields, how you can create fields in batch and also prompts in batch. Um, all right, so let's go ahead and create those fields that whatever Gwendolyn has created as a sample. We'll use the same fields. All right. Uh, all right. So this is the Excel file layout in order for us to create fields in batch. All right. As said, these prompts need to be changed based on what's in your database. All right. Okay. Category graduate programs. Nice. Scope, application, entity.
Can you
Okay.
maximize it? It's a little bit smaller on the screen.
Thank you. Okay. See this part, right? Application. Number 28. App grad program. Selected graduate program. I think this is scope application. Hmm. Okay. I think the programs are coming from datasets going forward, I guess.
Yeah, and the app grad program, I think we will use that in the application.
In the application,
Yeah,
yes.
using calculation formula, we just our fields.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we'll update that to match the program they select in as a prompt.
Okay, we have grad degree, school, description. School in the sense this could be a college within a university, right? I don't think we need this in our instance. However, we'll import it as is and we'll change things when needed. Grad required exams,
Mm-hmm.
and then with grad exams. So we'll also see its related prompts. Uh, Grad English exams, perfect. Uh, and grad additional fees for probably application fee, I guess. No,
Or
application fee
enrollment
is a
fee.
different part.
Yeah.
And then, oh, okay, perfect. I think you can actually create the whole application page in, not application page. Every school has its own program
Yeah, information.
information page,
Yeah.
which has all the requirements and checklists. I think you could pretty much create those in here.
Yeah.
All right, per grad program, graduate program of interest. What is this?
Hmm. That's interesting. I'm not sure.
And
Oh,
this is a related data set.
yeah.
Okay, the scope is, what is the scope of this, the person?
Application.
No, this is a person scope. Yeah, that's why they don't have it. It's a person scope. person scope, similar to app.
Okay, so like anticipated
Exactly, yeah.
program
Anticipated
of
program
interest,
or
yeah,
measure of
for
interest.
prospects. So if they
Yep,
have anything, we
exactly.
match that too. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad they covered those as well.
that's
Great job, Madeline.
that's
You have
really
a lot of
thoughtful.
work.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe like 2 or 3 months after we implement this, then we realize, oh, we
Yeah,
didn't follow.
they covered those
Yeah.
aspects. Perfect. Yeah, now that we have a dataset grid, let's go ahead and grab the dataset grid. Database, datasets, and then programs. We have the dataset grid, right? And then we'll do
I
same.
think the key that they meant, uh, I think that would be when we create a new record, right? It will ask for a key, right? I think that's what they are telling us in the key before.
Mm, we'll circle back to that. Okay.
Yeah, off topic. Yeah,
We need an entity grid. Let's go back and grab an entity from records and datasets. Entity. Mm, oh, it does have a white space.
hmm.
Perfect. All right. Now we need to change prompts based on our
Requirement. Yeah.
in our data set. If we already have data sets, if we already have in our database, I don't think we should be requiring them. So for us, we have major. The test instance has major, not it has term, which is good. So the term key has all the entry terms, and then we have school is something we do not have it. Program duration, prompt,
Mm,
we don't have it in system. Grad mode, we don't have it in system. Grad enroll opt, we don't have options. Enrollment options, I'm assuming it would be full time, part time, such sort.
yeah.
And grad exams, we don't have that in system. Uh, yeah, I think for degree, this is pretty much like a major, I guess. So let's declared major. Oh, major. Alright, we'll use major as a perfect. So let's go to the prompts file. I will probably keep this up here and we can zoom in.
Yep. Yeah. That's good.
Alright, grad degree. We don't need grad degree because we already have those in our system.
Yep.
Uh, So let's delete those. Okay. And then grad school, we're just importing as in School of Agriculture. Okay. And then program duration is 1, 2, 3, 6 years. And then more in person, hybrid, cool. Um, Enrollment options, full-time, part-time. You know what, we could also do campuses. If our institutions have multiple campuses and the
Yeah.
teaching is spread across multiple campuses, you could also have that in here.
Yep.
Uh, Full-time, part-time, GMAT, grad exams, and then English exams. Perfect. That is. All right. Yeah, one thing I noticed up here is grad admissions coordinator and user.
Yeah.
Uh, what I wanted to say is some in grad school, not all um,
Faculty advisors.
faculty are in the system, right?
Yeah.
How would you handle those, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I would say we one we could also use translation codes, or we would have to use probably a prompt based such sort,
Yeah.
along those lines. So yeah, maybe having a user created in the account that makes sense, but it's more of a tedious task. Like if a faculty leaves,
Mm.
not sure if you get notified that faculty left, and we would have to inactivate the record and all those um, like nuances that we need to manage. That's a more that creates more um, work for an Slate administrator. But I think this is looking great. Perfect. We will import these two files in the system. All right, and we have everything good, right? Uh,
Yeah. I think we
okay.
filled everything in hello.
All right, so let's close this database, upload datasets. Now we have field import, prompt import. Let's do first prompt import and then prompts, upload. All right, let's force import it. Force import, perfect. Let's go to prompts. Dun-dun-dun-dun. And then let's see if they were created. Yeah, grad enrolled opt. Perfect. Now let's refresh this. Clear the cache for the prompts.
Yep.
Right. And the next step is fields. I would always encourage to refresh whenever even a new prompt is created or even a prompt is updated. Just refresh it.
Yeah.
All right, database, upload, mm, and then field import, field import, perfect upload, post process import to just instead of waiting 5 minutes, import it.
And refresh it again.
Perfect. And here we have, and then let's see, graduate programs. Okay, perfect.
Yep.
We have all the fields. We have application the app deadline. Oh, we have app open date too.
Hmm.
It's nice.
Maybe we missed that before.
I don't think we we talked about it, but I don't think we
Yeah.
noticed it
Yeah.
wasn't so. And then we have term, uh, ID is term, and then prompt is term. Perfect. And then we have all the fields. Okay, let's go ahead and
Refresh.
refresh it. All right. So far, what we did is we created data set. We have
Yep.
created an entity,
Yep.
and then we created respective fields and
And
prompts
input.
for that data set.
Yep.
Right? Here you go. Do not forget to refresh prompts
Yeah.
and configurable joins library. There you go. We gotta go back and let's refresh our.
Did we import the prompts to?
Yeah, that's the first thing we did.
Oh, my bad. I missed that. Sorry.
All right, now designing custom tabs. You know what? Let's go and see our data set. Click on the first icon to see our graduate programs,
Yep.
and then if you hit space, nothing shows up because we have zero graduate programs. Yes, we have zero. Oh,
Now we need to add.
to create the tab, we recommend using instructions and custom tabs. Okay. Complete steps 4 and 5, creating and displaying entities. For step 5, use option A to create. All right. I might not go detail into how to create custom tabs and custom entities. Um, uh, an entities widget and tab. So, so we have five things here. Step one is custom tabs, a widget, form, and you also need to create a new record form.
Yeah.
Okay. And then create a display name rule. Okay. All right. So we'll create until here. We'll create all these steps and come back and read this part, prompt list generation.
Yeah.
Honestly, so far you had any questions?
Yeah, I think I'm good. I followed pretty much.
Let's go to prompt forms, new form, and we'll say graduate programs, um, details, huh?
Yep.
Um, always like custom tabs. Folder would be custom tab, confirmed, edit form, edit properties, and this is dataset page. Dataset is graduate programs.
Yep.
All right, let's bash select all these and let's delete them. All right, fields. I wish I have a bot up here, which will just select all fields and add them.
Yeah.
All right, graduate. What? Let's add one by one, then we can
Yep.
accept the proof of English. See. Never ever select required in any custom tabs.
Mhm.
Just keep it additional fees. Come on, Slate. We need agents up here now. Yeah, agents. English language requirement. Save as copy. I think they should be on the top
Yep.
based on this, and they should show up. Perfect. And then we need enrollment options. Ah,
So I'm thinking like if we already have, probably everyone would have all these uh, prompts created and fields in their app scope. So how would we like possibly, in the sense like if we are not totally migrating our everything into this, we do have duplicates, right? And we need to update everything, like all the source imports, all the exports that we do. So how are we gonna handle that? Like just use these prompts to copy the values into the application, or just removing the application, like inactivating the application fields?
Let's find it out. Even I'm confused.
Yeah.
I want to see how it will fold out. As requirements, application requirements, and then standardized test scores, English, and then
Mm,
say, we also need one for resume.
yeah.
Uh,
Personal statement. Personal statement would be like,
yeah, we have that up
yeah,
here.
everyone.
Uh,
Mm,
We probably might need resume up here. That's missing,
yeah.
and then we'll have a row for degree information. Degree information, that is degree type first, and then mode of study. Uh, school, obviously, duration, enrollment options. Uh, and then this is all. Let's see if we have any text fields too. Fields. Oh, we have all this minimal and thing. Okay. Did they not give us any form in this? Like instead of creating the whole, yeah, no,
Maybe there someone did in the form, like comments.
like
Let's
a
check that.
suitcase ID. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
let's go. You know what? Let's do this suitcase. Uh, briefcase, which is old. Oh, all right. Okay. Required letter of doc recommendations. This should be a prompt. 1, 2, 3 or optional or not required.
Yeah. 0 to 1 to 3, like 0 1 2 3 would be like the proper. Uh, Maybe there is some reason behind it.
Okay, what all? We'll only select the ones which are important. Okay.
Yeah.
Program description. Let's put it as paragraph text. Program description. Okay, this can go up here. We'll put this up here. Fees and other information. Right, neat and clean. Okay,
Yep.
now let's go. Right, let's go and create a widget form. Program dates. Dates. Okay, folder. Do they have anything for widgets? No. Okay, I'll do widgets. Program dates. Uh, widget. Save. Edit form. Is it active? Yes.
Yep.
Page construction, entity widget, and obviously table. Hit save. Select all, and then you would have to add the custom list fields. We'll do term, open date,
Date.
and deadline date.
Dep.
Right. Let's do term. We'll do open date, and then date format would be. What do you prefer? Date format? Yeah,
We
you.
usually put the default one like
Yeah.
YYYYYMMD. Or shouldn't we put capital
Oh, yeah.
letters?
True.
Yeah. That messed me up so many times. Now I remember it.
Date. Right. Alright. And what do you always like? Calendar or yeah, there was.
Just the date is better
I
because
wish they had a calendar, a good widget about calendar.
yeah. And I don't think it supports everything. Like when we are uh, I tried it once, try to append a like pre-fill a value. It was not doing it, but when I was doing the date widget like this, like a text box, sorry, date type, it worked for me to pre-fill. But calendar widget didn't do it. So I started using the just the type.
What did I do? Deadline. I think I messed up something.
Mm,
Deposit is deposit deadline.
app deadline probably the we should name it app deadline.
Deadline. Perfect. Now, okay, now that we have a widget, let's go ahead and create another form for, or should we put this on in here? What do you think?
Hmm.
We'll have one tab for everything, or we'll do separate tabs.
Can an entity be in the form? That's uh, can we add like multiple
Yeah,
entities?
yeah, but entities in one. Yeah, so
I
let's
do in the same thing.
okay, let's go ahead and do it. Graduate programs,
Yeah.
and then have add. We'll do add term.
Yep.
Let's save it. Perfect. So let's go ahead and database. Now what? We'll go ahead and create one program.
Yep.
But did they? I wonder what did they? I think was that what you were asking?
Yeah, the
What
key.
would be the data set key? Okay.
Yeah, this is what I meant.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. Reference custom data set new form for creating new record.
Mhm.
Since we have chosen for each record data set to represent a single program on convert, we recommend concat and convert degree name with program title to set display name. Insert more complex display without need for calculation information, so you can consistent with this temporary identifier. Create a display name rule. Okay, that's good. This is a rule talking how to set the name,
Yeah.
and then export of your dataset records in prompt upload format. Um, Set up an automated export of your dataset records in prompt upload format. Okay. First, create a new query on the graduate programs record base. This will generate one row or prompt per graduate program. Oh, I think what they're doing is instead of whenever your new program gets created,
Mm-hmm.
that can be automatically imported as prompt.
Yeah,
That's
that
okay.
that is really like good way to do it.
But where is the key though? The key of the
Oh, they said we need not create a queue. We just
key.
need to
Oh,
create.
oh
That's what
yeah,
it
true.
it's yeah, I think it's around here. It's in the flug first one. Yeah. Mm,
Okay.
yep, here it is.
Key questions. What data do you want to record to create on? No, not here. I think, yeah. Do I need a dataset key? No, you do not need. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, you do not need a dataset key. Good, very good. So let's go to um, prompts, and then major. We'll create an accounting one, right? Category. Perfect. So this is graduate programs record, and then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and create the tab that we created.
Yep.
Insert tab details, and then we'll do dataset, graduate programs, form, the form that we literally created one. Save it, and then let's go and see. There we go.
Oh, yes.
So we have
Okay.
headlines up here.
Got it.
Or should we put this in a new tab? What do you think?
Think it should be fine.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, maybe.
It's a personal choice. We'll leave it for
Yeah.
now. I'll put heading two. Perfect. Okay. Now that we have created it, okay, we have our these custom tabs created. We'll create a new record form too. Okay. Um, okay, what I usually do is whenever I create a new data set, I kind of use the same custom tab
Mm-hmm.
to create, to also set it as a new record. Create new, new program. Alright, this is not tab. You know what? I'll not have a folder for now. Internal name, data set. Save it. Mhm.
Yep.
Only the entity. Perfect.
Yep.
And required standard test. I think this should be multiple.
Yeah, it should be like a checkbox and
I think it should be multiple. Yes. Okay.
yeah. And I also feel like we should have an entity for that too,
Why?
because for the minimum and maximum scores or something like that.
Hmm.
It should be
I
fine.
think you could
It's
use
it's just
translation.
get yeah. If we are using
Why
them
not
for
translation
checklist,
codes?
then it should be fine. Sorry.
Why not translation codes?
Yeah, yeah. I think that should do it. Yeah, a checkbox here would create a checklist,
Oh no,
and
then a translation code. Yeah, we could use translation codes for that, but still, however, we would need to match it by
program.
program.
Yeah. Hmm.
Actually, I think yeah, program IELTS, program GRE, program GRE. So
And we should also think like a generic one, like only few programs have a custom requirement for GRE or something, or a custom opening date.
yeah,
If it's
that,
not there, then we should use generic. In that case, I feel a translation code helps.
mhm.
If we need to like create uh if we have something custom for every program, which would be, I don't know. I think most of them only like for most of the requirements, only few programs have different custom things. Like
I
yeah,
agree what you say. Yeah,
yeah,
maybe how about let me ask you, why not um another set of fields, minimum IELTS, maximum IELTS, minimum GPA, maximum GPA,
yeah.
minimum TOEFL, maximum TOEFL.
We should have always have some default values in there, and if the user need to change something, then they can update it for custom. So that will give them like, okay, these are the default ones. If you
You
don't
want to
want to
go with
change,
entity route or more custom fields?
uh, I think entity would be better in this case, because if we create custom fields, it will just go on, right?
Yes, whenever a new
Yeah,
test type comes in, it
yeah.
goes.
So if we create entity, let's say we take the minimum and maximum scores, we can most of these. I mean, ah, okay, this is getting complicated. Or
But
let's say
I don't think
only for net scores.
we don't need maximum, right?
Yeah, yeah,
We only need minimum. I think they already created fields for minimum, I guess. So
yeah.
yeah, they did create fields for minimum
Oh,
GPA and
so
GRE. They did.
yeah, we already have
Yeah,
it. So yeah, okay.
it's just that I did not add them up here.
Yeah. Anyway, we are gonna conclude by that. We all, yeah,
You know what I would recommend for this personal statement, yes or no? Like yes, no, required, not required, and optional.
yeah,
That's what I would. And this will also be helpful to all institutions. And maybe this, I'm talking about future. If I don't know if one grad app will kick.
yeah,
Yeah. So one grad app requires this configuration in your database for you to integrate with one grad app.
yeah.
All right. Uh, This is also a checkbox. We can add PTE to this,
Yep.
right? Okay, all right. All right. So far, we created a data set, and things is looking good. Where is that accounting thing? Okay. All right. So, all right. We were creating a new add new program data set. Okay. So I think we should go there and link it. Let's go to record this. If I click on this, if I click on new record currently for graduate programs,
Mm-hmm.
we are getting the default one, right? So we
Yeah.
need to change this to um, the form, right? Edit, no,
Can we
edit.
do that?
Yeah, you could do that, yes.
Oh my God.
All you have to do is click on this
Uh-huh.
settings icon and click on edit shared views,
Okay.
look up, and then the
Wow.
this is not tab. Oh, probably custom tab is in the folder.
Yeah.
No, no,
Pr-
wait.
Or it's just the name.
Maybe did I not change it?
Add new and
It's in the folder, yes,
yeah,
custom.
it's the folder name. Or maybe we should refresh it. Yeah. Okay.
Now, if you go back and click on new record, you'll get the form.
Wow. Yeah, that's really cool. Maybe yeah, maybe I never created it.
That could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if even if you're editing something, you can go
Yeah.
back to set record and just update those values for an existing program.
Yeah.
All right. So if you hit spacebar, you have accounting. All right. We can change the view, but you can always click
Yeah.
on this
Yeah.
icon
Exports and
and add your exports or make a default view. I don't want to go into those details today. Um, let's see where we are. So far, okay. Create a display name rule. We can skip this for now because we don't have an actual
yeah.
program names like as graduate programs have Master of Science in Computer Science or Doctor of Philosophy Computer Science. So we don't have those values yet. So I'm going to skip that step. But it's always easy to configure names. Uh, Prompt list generation. One of the key limitations of dataset is inability to choose them from select list. While this makes sense of most dataset use cases, after all, the standard organization datasets contains upwards of 45,000 entries. There's a good chance the programs your institution's offers can fit nicely in the select list. To create the select list, we will leverage an automated import export process that will sync a prompt list to your data set records nightly. Okay. So what this is talking about is you know in school,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you go to any student's record, I'm opening a test record in here. Um, let's do test. Okay, bin test, right? If you go to any school and say you have institutions as a custom data set, which is organization data set, right?
Yep.
If you want to put it as a drop down
Mm-hmm.
for 50,000 records, it's too much,
Yeah.
right? But for programs, since the list is
It
not
will,
like
yeah,
thousands,
yep.
it's
So
easier to
we'll
put
have
it as a
50
drop
to
down.
60.
So
Yep.
yeah, for it to show as a drop down, uh, uh, for it to work it as a drop down, what this post is saying is, we will import export all the programs that are in custom dataset and import them back into a dataset as prompts.
Yep.
All right.
So when
Uh,
we create a new program, it will automatically sync to the drop down the next day.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
But you could also do another thing, right? With the new forms,
Yeah.
you could merge. You could do a merge field, put
Mm-hmm.
it in a hidden tag,
Yep.
and then use a JavaScript to
Create
import
the, yeah.
to add those all programs in a select list.
Yeah.
You see what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So you could probably bring all the programs that are currently active in
Yeah.
a merge field and then use a JavaScript
I
to
got like,
carry, right?
so we
Yeah.
are taking a hidden field of the list of programs
Uh,
in the data set,
yeah.
but showing it to the student as a prop list. And we
Yeah.
will,
Yeah, we can write the JavaScript.
yeah,
Not a big deal. We'll do that in the end. We can show them. Let's write that down. Probably we'll do it in
yeah.
our next part of this video. Okay. And this is okay. We will talk on the okay. Configure prompt import source format to automatically import your data set request next to upper. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Edit your source format and SFTP. Set now. I think I'm skipping the other step to batch import them back into dataset.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can go back and do it in the next part. Okay, set up
Yep.
rules to match your graduate program dataset records to the corresponding prompts. Okay, set up rules to match your graduate program dataset record to the corresponding prompts. Once the prompts corresponding to graduate programs have been added to Slate, we can use rules to automatically set the key of each program record to match the grid of the matching prompt. This will be needed later to ensure that application records are properly linked to their chosen graduate program. We'll also add a do nothing rule to prevent unnecessary runs of the more complex rules that sets the key. Once prompts corresponding to graduate program records have been added to Slate, we can use rules to automatically set the key of each program. So are they saying that they want to
Match
use
the grid
the grid of the prompt grid to the
data
uh,
set key.
dataset program?
Yeah.
So do they want to override key up here or what for this with the same?
Mm,
Let's see. I don't know if we'll accept those many characters, but I'm interested to see do prompts, major
accounting.
accounting. Hello. Okay, it does. So it does store the key. That's good.
So when we create a program without a key, first it will automatically create a field, and
Uh-huh.
when the field is created, we need to match the field grid with
Yeah.
the
So
dataset uh, key.
let's start, right? So
Yeah.
what's happening is okay. So let's say this is data set record. right? And then these are prompts. We are exporting these to prompts. You know what? I'm going to use text prompts, and then after once these prompts are successfully imported, we are extracting prompts grid, I guess.
Yep.
Um, and then we're extracting prompts grid, and then importing back into dataset with matching uh, with program prompt grid,
Yeah.
we can say.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a three step. So this is pretty much being automated instead of you creating the program in program dataset and also creating the prompt and program. In if it's a one program, I think it's easier
Yeah.
just manually. But if you have several programs, then it's tricky to go this route.
Yeah.
Uh, that's what I would feel. Like if it's one program, I would do it. If you have 10 programs, then obviously then you would have to
Yeah.
create 10 programs and prompts, 10 programs and dataset, and then
Yep.
yeah. So you could either do it or you don't have to build an automated process, or what you could do is you could just pull queries and import them in batch, right? That is one way to do it as well.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. This I learned so many new things today.
Instead of doing things nightly, I mean that's what I would do
Mm.
just to get things.
Like
Yeah,
instant
yeah,
running.
clear all drawings. All right. So what we'll do is we'll stop here for
Mhm.
this uh,
Yeah.
now, and then we'll come back in a day or two,
Yep.
and then we'll continue implementing this. Okay. Yeah. You think we should do anything else?
Yeah, I think.
I think the biggest lift
Yeah.
is once we have this whole data set created, um,
Yeah. Then.
showing them in the application is the big part.
Yeah. That's yeah. Syncing
That's when this
everything
whole thing comes to
and
life.
make
Yeah.
it working. Yeah. Okay. Wow. That's I think 1.5 hour.
All right, folks. We'll see you in part two of this streaming series, and we'll we'll bring this post to life.
Thanks for
Right.
joining.